Hey besties. Okay, so I wanted to do something a bit different from cast because I feel like I've been doing a lot of cast videos lately, but I also didn't feel like building anything and I just felt like decorating something, so that's what I did. And at first I just sort of went with the feeling of wanting to decorate a room, so I built, I believe, like 5x5 room, and I figured I'd just decorate it like any way that I wanted to with CC and everything. And honestly, I didn't particularly like this room. Like, looking back at it now, I don't really care for it as much as I care for the other rooms, because this one had like no inspiration. Like, I had no reference, no direction, no anything. I was just sort of going with the flow, and I even forgot to save it, so that really shows how much I didn't care for it. Even my like subconscious was like, just throw it away. And it was a good warm-up, definitely a good warm-up. But basically I wanted, after this, I wanted some inspiration, I wanted a bit more direction. So I went to Pinterest, and I haven't opened Pinterest in years. It's been a while, basically. And so I opened it and I started looking at rooms and like different kinds of rooms. And so that sort of led to the rest of this video, which is I let Pinterest decide what rooms I decorated and like how I decorated them. And so I wanted to try to be as functional as possible while still keeping the vibes, you know, because I really feel like the vibes are extremely important for this. So I chose really like aesthetically pleasing rooms to me, I guess. I don't know if you guys will think that they're nice, but I think that they're nice. So I wanted to recreate them in any way that I could in The Sims. Granted, because it's The Sims, like some of the proportions are a bit off and they don't quite match. And of course I couldn't find the exact things from the like reference pics, but I mean I'm okay with it. Like I'm okay with not getting like an exact replica and just having, again, like the vibes be right. But like, I didn't hate this room because I liked adding a bit of like realistic clutter and whatnot, and like trying out some new stuff that I got. But like, I really feel like it pales in comparison to the rest of the rooms that have like reference pics and stuff. And so this first one, I wanted to make like a really cozy bedroom, and yeah, I wanted to make it really cozy and nice. And I definitely wanted to use CC because normally that's sort of like a restriction that I put on myself, and I try not to use any CC because I want people to be able to like download it like directly from the gallery. And yeah, that's I don't think that's gonna be possible with the rooms from this video, but I will see if I can like upload them to Patreon if you guys want that. I can't promise that everything is functional, like that's really if you're looking for like fully functional rooms, I don't know that any of these are really gonna be it. Maybe the bathroom one, but like definitely not the bedroom one. It is really just based on vibes. Like, and I don't know when you would ever need a bedroom with this many plants in it, but like there's gonna be a lot of plants. Honestly, like half of this room decoration is just me trying to figure out what plants I want to use and how to arrange them, because like in the reference pic there's like quite a lot of plants, like big leafy plants and like hanging plants and whatnot, and definitely the books, but the books were sort of easier to place but also not, because I had to like size down those bookshelves so like nothing slotted right basically. So I just had to use those like books as decoration instead of being able to like actually use a bunch of like the book CC that I have. But yeah, I just sort of went in and like plopped a bunch of plants that I thought would look good down, so that way I can then like rearrange them once everything was down. But I had a lot of fun placing the plants, honestly. I normally try to like rein in the plants because like I feel like I have a tendency of placing too many, but like this was like the perfect excuse to just sort of go all out, honestly. And I'd downloaded some like really hangy string lights recently, like literally right before I recorded this, and they were like perfect actually. Like it's almost the exact same lights from that room, and I don't know, I thought it was nice, and I wanted to use a different bed than the bed that's in the reference, and this one's like a hanging bed that has like plants and stuff that like climb up the ropes that the bed is attached to, and I thought it was pretty. And so here I really just wanted to add something to the walls because you can't really see too much of the walls. It's mainly just like window in the reference photo, but there's definitely some walls there and it felt really like bland, just like there. So I wanted to sort of like fill that area up a little bit so it didn't feel so like empty. And the screenshots, I keep forgetting to paint the ceiling, but like pretend you don't see it, but like I think it looks nice. Like I think the vibes are definitely there. It's not like an exact replica or anything, but I definitely again think that the vibes are good. Then I found this like really pretty, it's like Victorian-esque bathroom, like green bathroom with like a bunch of plants again. Another excuse for me to place a bunch of plants, but like it was like the most beautiful green I've ever seen in my life, and I had to try to recreate it. Like it was just so enchanting. Like I don't know, I would love to have a bathroom like this. Like the richness of the green color with like the gold, it was just so nice. But apparently The Sims hates that because I couldn't find anything with like that color green and like gold accents. So let's just pretend that that bathtub has gold accents. And it's just, see, that's sort of my issue. That's sort of what I miss about like The Sims 3. I know that it took a lot to load, but being able to change just like each part of an item individually is just so nice. Like, so good. Customization is just lovely, and being stuck with like whatever they give you is sometimes extremely difficult. Because like that bathtub is perfect. It has like the middle pipe tap thing, just like the one on Pinterest, and I just would love to be able to change the accents to gold, and that's it. Like it's literally perfect except for that one issue. So because you can really only see like a portion of the room in that like reference photo, I really wanted to like focus on that at first, but then I do move on and like fill in a little bit of the blank side of the room that we don't get to see, and trying to make it a bit more functional by adding like a toilet because you don't see that in the picture. It still irritates me that that bathtub doesn't have gold accents. Like, it's just so small, but like it's such an important detail that it's like, oh, I just really would love for it to have had gold accents. Yeah, I feel like it really would have like pulled everything together. I don't know, but I think this might be my favorite room of this video. I just think it's really nice. Like, it's very cozy. And I know that I changed the windows from the ones that looked a little bit more like the ones in the reference to these ones that I have currently, but I felt like they fit the vibes more, and I think it was better to lean on the side of good vibes than like matching the reference for that. I just wanted to add clutter because like there's like a bunch of clutter in that like bar cart sink contraption that they have there, and since I couldn't find any that had like an open bottom, like any sinks that had like an open bottom, I figured I'd just put like a bench on the side and like accessorize it with like bath stuff. And I wanted to try to just like make everything look good and like it belonged there, but also like not too much. And I feel like I really battled with the mirror and the wall sconces, because the wall sconces, honestly, there were a few good options, but like that mirror, I wanted it to be like bigger and like thicker looking, but I honestly prefer it was just like one mirror than like the doubled up mirror, so I got rid of that. And I found those really nice wall sconces, and I think that works better than like, again, trying to like match the reference. And honestly, I feel like my favorite part of like decorating is just adding clutter and like little details and stuff, and so this made me really happy. Like this part, just yes. And I wanted to add a bunch of like candles around the place because I feel like candles fit the vibe of this place more than like lights or anything. And yeah, so I added a toilet so that way it can actually be like an actual bathroom that you could use and not just take a bath in. And I added a little wall so that way, you know, there'd be a little privacy or just like separation between like the bath area and the toilet area. And then the screenshots, I think that it ended up turning out really quite well. I think it's really like moody and nice. I don't know, I just really like it. And so the last one, I chose like a Gothic kitchen. The reason why I chose it is because I feel like it would be the kitchen of like a vampire that was like trying to pretend to not be a vampire. They have all the like kitchen stuff, so it technically is like an actual kitchen, but it's like so obvious that they're like a vampire because it's like so gothic, and it was perfect. I saw that like reference photo and I was like, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, really. And I had to recreate it, or at least attempt to recreate it. And again, just like with like the bathroom one, you can only see like a portion of the room, and that portion didn't have like a fridge or anything in it. And so I wanted to make sure that it was like properly functional and that you can like actually cook in it and stuff, or pretend not to cook if you're a vampire. I had a lot of fun with this one. I feel like it was easier to recreate because like that tile comes with the game, and it's like basically the exact same tile from in the reference pic. And I had a lot of like kitchen clutter, so it was like kind of easy to make it look good. And so I placed a bottle of wine and like a wine glass full of wine or blood, you know. Again, if you are a vampire, very much could be blood. But I feel like, you know, if you're not using this for a vampire, I feel like they'd be the type of people that would drink wine, you know. They definitely give wine people, so I figured I'd put that there. And I really wanted to use these like fancy dinner place settings, and I really was fiddling with that for a while. And this is sort of where it becomes, I think, a little less functional because I definitely don't think that your Sims could like walk past that table to like get into the kitchen. So I mean, if you download it, you might want to change that, but it looks nice. And so yeah, I was basically just coming in and like cluttering it all up with like a bunch of like kitchen things that I feel like you'd need in a kitchen, but also screaming vampire, like, because that was really like what I had in mind the entire time. And so I kept everything that I possibly could very like old timey, like that camera in the back there and the like stereo, and of course like the chandelier thing. I wanted it to feel very like old and on purpose, and I like that. I like the black and red theme, honestly two of my favorite colors together, and I don't know, it's just really nice. I had a fun time decorating it and like balancing it all out between like the old and the new and like human and questionably vampire. And then the screenshots, I really liked how it turned out. I really had fun with the entire thing, honestly. Keep an eye out on my Patreon for when I put them up. But yeah.